My blissful gorgeous self, as soon as Krishna's team of friends arrived at the entrance of the amphitheatre, they saw a drunk, driven, huge, dangerous elephant standing at the gate, blocking the passage. Krishna loudly asked, Ambashthambashthmargam no, deha pakramam machiram. No chet sakunjaram twadya nayami yamasadhanam. O driver, O Mahavat, clear the passage fast. Take away your elephant somewhere else from this public place. Still he did not care. Then Krishna added, Hurry up, O rascal, or I am sending you to the hell. Krishna said these challenging words knowing the intention of the opposite and with full preparation. How he did that? Bhagvt parikritam shaurihi samuhya kutilalakan. Tightening his dhoti around his waist and tying up his long hair, and his challenging voice was Megha Gambhiraya Gira, like deep rumbling or like thundering cloud. My dear friends, Hindu policy of a warrior class is to meet the wicked man as a super wicked, receive a devil as a tougher devil, challenge an aggressor as tougher aggressor than him. If you become humble and meek, to bow down to aggressive devilish person, you are a living disgrace to Hinduism. Same way, if you miss to be meek, humble, and submissive, to go down to Veda-educated holy man, a Swami or a holy Brahmin, you are still a disgrace to Hinduism. My dear friends, Gandhi is now known as Gandhaswar in India or reborn Kalaneni because he promoted a man-made cult of total unrighteous practices as equal to religion. That too equal to the highest of all religions, the Hindu Dharma, and messed up everything in India. In Noakhali, rape victims, the Hindu ladies, approached him for help. Then to them he said laughingly, doesn't matter, rapist Muslims gave you something to you and have taken nothing. Poor ladies returned cursing him for his insensitively bad mouthing. To the Hindus in Pak, he told, stay there, if aggressors or Muslims kill you, get killed. Follow non-violence, ahimsa paramo dharma. But that shrewd, wicked Gandhi never asked Muslims to stop violence against Hindus. He did not teach them ahimsa. He never added the other half of the verse, which is dharma hinsa tataivacha, meaning doing violence for protection of the ladies and holy cows and wise men. And Vedic Hindu Dharma is greater, super ahimsa. This is how all Hindus of Pakistan were killed. In last 70 years, only 1% left. Whereas in India, they grew to 30% and doing jihad of various kinds to rob the whole nation. My dear friends, Krishna, the divine incarnation, teaches us that humanness lies in confronting and conquering the wicked the unrighteous and turned them pious, or just finished them, thus unburden the Mother Earth. Exactly as Muslim, Christian, Communists never listen to the words of wisdom and act quite opposite to it, the ambushed, the elephant driver not only did not listen, but in rage he goaded the drunk elephant to attack on Krishna and his friends. Extremely mad elephant roared and trapped Krishna into the coil of its trunk, exactly as Kalinag had grabbed him in Yamuna river in Vrindavan. All friends panicked aloud. Then soon Krishna dashed a powerful strike with his fist, and as elephant recovered the pain, Krishna slipped and ran to backside, okay? And then tightly seizing him by the tail, started pulling him, dragging him all the way about 25 feet away, reeling, revolving, country-wise, left to right, right to left. Garga Samhita describes Balramji also jumped in, and he held the elephant by trunk and dragged forward, and Krishna, holding tail, dragged backward. Loud screech of elephant filled the whole area. Krishna dashed it, came to the front and leaped 6 feet up and gave a heavy slap. Elephant screamed aloud. Then Krishna ran, elephant chased. Krishna showed as he fell on the floor and rose and ran. Mad elephant saw him fallen, but he did not see reason. So he struck his tusk so hard on the floor that both of his tusks broke down. Then he saw Krishna standing up there laughing, filled with immense rage. He ran after Krishna. Krishna ran here and there, everywhere, making him tired. Then at last caught hold of his trunk, hurled round and around and around, dashing down to the ground, and lo, Kuvalya-peed elephant died with his Mahavat. My dear friends, Krishna and Balram picked up the tusks and entered the door of the amphitheater. Past life story of Kuvalya-peed. In past life, Kuvalya-peed was grandson of King Mahabali, the grandson of Prahlad. That means he was 6th generation from Hiranyakashipu. He was tall, royal, very handsome. Once he was rushing, pushing, trampling people in a spiritual fair of Ranganath. Saitrit was pushed and he fell on the ground. So he became upset. He cursed him to turn into elephant, as his act was not of a civilized human being. After much apology, the sage blessed him. Bhagwan Krishna will deliver you from this species. Okay. Then, as soon as Krishna with his friends entered the gate, Krishna looked in one glance the entire pavilion. The pavilion was fully packed with dignitaries of Mathura state and the guests of kings. Krishna saw standing up there, shining face with inquisitive large eyes glancing everywhere, his long hair, yellow red sandal paste on forehead, Krishna and Balram stood there. My dear friend, Shukdevji Maharaj describes Pibanta iva chaksharbhyam lihanta iva jivaya jighranta iva nasabhyam shleshyanta iva vahovi. My dear friends, all citizens started looking at Krishna as if drinking through their eyes, as if smelling deeply, as if leaking, as if embracing. They rose above the objectivity, my dear friends. But Sri Krishna did not appear to them equally. He appeared differently. Shukdevji Maharaj describes Mallanam Ashanarnam Naravarastrinam Smaro Murtiman Gopanam Swajano Sadam Khyatibhujam Shasta Swapitro Shishu Mrityur Bhoja Vader Virad Vidusham Tattvam Param Yoginam Vrishninam Varadevata Iti Vidito Rangam Katha Sangrajaha. How Krishna was seen by people assembled in the amphitheater is like rock-hard, muscular body owner. To the wrestlers he appeared. To the general population he appeared as very sophisticated, sensitive young man, Lord of love to the young teenage ladies. My dear friends, to the Gopas of Vrindavan, he appeared as their growing up own little kid who always need their help. And criminal-minded king saw Krishna as the toughest judge. Vrishni warriors saw him as the moving reservoir of their all future hopes and expectations. Yogis saw him as divine light they visualize in the trance of deep meditation. And Kansa saw him as living death and trembled with fear. God perspired in that cool weather. Citizens saw and saw with wide opened eyes and wide opened mouth. Wow, this is him who ended the sinful life of Putna, Bakasur, Agasur, Pulambasur, Vyomasur, Keshi. And this is him who straightened out even the egoist Indra by lifting Giriraj on a single finger. Wow, how handsome and powerful are these sons of Devaki and Rohini. All glories to Bhagavan Sri Krishna. All citizens stood up and shouting aloud in ecstasy of seeing God, my dear friends. Kansa was annoyed. Security officers calmed them down. And Chanura came up front talking to Krishna. Hello, so you are that Krishna we have been hearing about all along. Well, we have been waiting for you. Let's start wrestling program. Mustik is match for Balram and I am for you. Let all citizens and our king enjoy our dual wrestle and you might receive some gifts. Krishna said, thank you, Chanur. We can do that, but since you are 40 years old professional wrestler and we are neophyte, just 12 years old, wrestling, boxing, competition must be with equal age group. So we would like to do Mallakrida with these our friends from Vrindavan of our age. You wrestle with Mustik and other wrestlers. Don't trick me, O Krishna, Chanura said. You have just killed a very powerful elephant who only appeared and many demons. How could you be just 12 years old? No. You are equal rival to me. and your brother is equal rival to Mushti, my brother. So spend no time, come on, I challenge you here. And right then wrestling music resounded. Lo, Krishna Balram gave their extra clothes and crown and one mala to Bhadra and Sridham and again tightened up his dhoti and long hairs and then said, so be it, Chanur. Both brothers looked at each other, smiled and looked at the friends and the present audience. Friends did not want to move and Krishna needed their help, not sure when. So King sent many chairs for them and they all sat around the sandy arena. Giriraj Maharaj ki jai, Krishna shouted aloud, going down to the direction of Giriraj. All friends joined, and lo, Krishna is ready. He patted on his thighs as a challenge. Balram also did, and wrestle began. First Krishna shook hands with Chanur, and then interlacing hands with hands, feet with feet, and they tugged up in the contest, elbow with elbow, knees with knees, head with head. They were trying hard to dash their rival down on the ground. They were pushing, pulling, squeezing, slipping and revolving and dashing down the opponent on the sandy ground. Hurling, revolving, dashing down to Chanur and Mushti began. Eager to win over each other, they lifted up, carried and dropped on the soft soil of the ground. Valgata Shatrimavita Krishnasya Vadanambujam Vikchatam Sramavarayundam Padmakoshamivambhuvi. All sensitive audience started worrying, whispering, they spoke out, why this injustice and unrighteous act is happening before the king himself, making these teenager boys fight with tough old professional demonic wrestlers. Oh my, can't see this. And all the ladies are remembering, thinking, they are singing, Punyavatavrajavo yadayam nalinga Gudha Purana Purusho Vanachitramalya Gapalayan Savala Kunayanscha Venum Vikridayan Chatigiri Tralamarchitangri Yado Hane Vanane Madhano Palepa Pringanarmarudidam Ghanamarjanado Gayanti Chaina Manuraktadiyo Srukantyo Dhanya Vrajastriya Urukramachittayana Pradar Vrajat Vrajataya Vijadasjanayam Govizamam Gonayaduljanishamya Venu Nirgamya Durlamavala Padimuri Punya Pashyanti Sasmitamukham Sadayavalokam. Ah, blessed is the soil of Vrindavan, where Sakshat Bhagavan, assuming human form as baby Krishna, adorned with silver flowers, peacock with her crown, tending holy cows, playing on his flute, many ragas and raginis, sports always, always, from eternity to eternity. Oh, what great noble deeds and penance the blessed gopis have done, that they see his Divya Leelas every day. Every dusk and dawn, the holy procession, Krishna with Gopas and holy cows going to the forest and coming back home. Every day. Oh, indeed, the Gopi's life is a super success who celebrate him in songs while milking, churning curds, sweeping house